Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B.Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Conni Luv.
And I'm your girl, B.Hall. And welcome to another episode of The Pretty Ugly Struggle. And baby, we are struggling today.
The struggle is really real. For real.
Okay. Like, woo. If I can tell you what time we're recording, I can tell you what's going on in the background, I would, but I'm not today. Okay. Woo. Okay.
It's a lie,
we're going to get this episode up. Right?
Okay. Let's get it started.
How's your week, love? Huh?
My week has been cool. It's been good. I have no complaints. Same old, nothing special, nothing major, just same old.
We have a birthday this week though, don't we?
Yes, I'm actually in New Orleans right now with my cousins. She goes,
come on the camera. Come on, hey.
It's my cousin Rolanda's birthday. So we're out here celebrating and just enjoying ourselves. We got here tonight and yeah, that's it. They waiting on me. I'm over here recording.
Okay.
And they like,
you have to pause for work real quick. Okay. Pause for the cause.
So if y'all hear music in the background, that's what that is. That they in their partying.
Baby gonna be a part of this podcast on camera or not. Okay.
Listen, y'all, for real, it's really couples only. And then me and my other cousin, we the only ones without a significant other actually here. I halfway got a significant other. We got significant others.
You see the struggle? You see the struggle?
Her significant other is working, so we in a room together. But it's cousins, so it's like everybody been with their person forever. So it's like those are my cousins too. So it's no big deal.
Absolutely, that's family. That's family.
So anyway, that's my week. I'm here. What about you?
Let me think. I think I had a really good week. You know what? I did a lot of adulting this week. I have just been really handling big girl stuff, and I'm just like, now I have to make a list of all of it, even if it's just something minor. Like our homies, the Opinionated podcast hit us up and was like, hey, y'all make a drop for us. And I was like, even though it's something minor, I haven't even been putting on no goddamn eyebrows. Hell. Like, let alone a whole face. I'm like, okay.
They didn't say y'all. They said B.Hall. And I was so happy because I didn't want that responsibility. And I was like, oh. And then he said, or Conni Luv. And I was like, she got it.
I had fun doing it. I actually recorded it on TikTok and kind of made it.
It was really cute. You did a really good job.
Was it? Okay, cool. I wanted to make it a little bit different. So that's what I did. So doing that, just like a lot of little stuff. And I had committed to another podcast called Hello Black Man, the podcast. So it's a Black owned business, him and his wife, and they have journals for Black women, Black men, Black teens. I don't think he has Black. I think those are the three categories that they have. Mm-hmm. And he had hit me up and he was like, hey, I want to send you a journal. I was like, okay, cool. So he sent me a journal. Then I bought a journal for my daughter. And so they had asked me about a month ago, would I be on their podcast? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then he hit me up earlier this week, was like, hey, it's coming up. Just want to make sure you're still good. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
That's so dope. I love it.
But I follow them. Hello Black Man, the podcast, super dope couple. All about the Black people and making sure your mental health is good. Mental health is so important because you can't function without your brain. Yeah. It gotta be, I'm not gonna say on point, but it's gotta work for you. Because sometimes it works against you, God damn it. So they're really about promoting the Black family and Black mental health. So
that's what's up. Yeah.
So
that is dope. I love that. When does the episode drop so we can listen to it?
March 8th. March 8th.
Cool. So y'all listen for that. The Black Man Can. So support them and our girl B.Hall.
Dope. Show love, get love, all that type of shit. Good energy and all that. So good. I like it. So I've been doing a lot the taxes. I've been trying to apply for the PPP. I already applied for the EIDL grant. waiting to hear on that. So just a lot of adult shit. Y'all know I'm childish. I'm trying to put that shit out to the list. Y'all pray for me.
Procrastination is the devil, honey. It is the devil.
You ain't never lied.
Girl.
That shit. Ooh, honey. Yeah, it'll bite you in your ass. Okay.
Yeah, it will.
So, that's been my week. You know, all good to the good. I did. Oh, let me tell y'all real quick. If y'all want to get in B.Hall's business real quick, I did block some men that I have been talking to just because it wasn't going where I needed it to go. The energy wasn't there. Okay. So I was like, let me not waste our time. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste time. It's fine. Okay. So I blocked one of them, and then they go like about a week later, they gonna slide in the DMs. I'm like, oh, you'll get blocked over here too.
Girl, sometimes you have to. You have
to because that temptation, that devil on your left shoulder,
he be busy.
Don't you know?
That's good because it's at this point, it's like, why are you wasting your time? Dating is cool, dating is fun, but if I don't see it going anywhere, we're almost 40. What the hell are we doing? If it's not going anywhere, I keep saying I'm done having good times. I don't want to have a good time.
No, you don't have a good time with your mate though.
You know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm done dating and
playing
dealing with a person just for fun. Yeah, I don't want to. I need to know what we about to do. I got 3 more good years. I'm not saying that after 40 you don't have good years, but I only got 3 more. I don't want to be settled down and building by the time I'm 40.
That's the important part, the building. Mm-hmm. The building part is so important, especially for us Black people, because we have been so far behind for so long.
Yeah.
And we have been separate. The Black man, the Black woman have been separate for so long. It's like now we're coming together. Now somebody had DM'd me some stuff, and I was like, well, you missed the important part, which is marriage. Because all I heard was you trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get back to Black people getting married and staying together and building some shit together. You know what I'm saying? Back when we had the farms, the chickens and the hens and the cows and the kids. Yeah. Let's build some shit together. So
can I ask, really when did that transition for you? Because I know for a minute you were like, I'm just having a good time. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. When did that transition, what made that transition happen?
For me, it was more mental because, you know, I was in a very toxic ass relationship for 2.5, 3 years. And after that, when I finally was done with that person, like completely, I was like, I just need to be by myself. I need to get my mind right, get spiritually right, get back to knowing what Bridget likes, what Bridget wants. You know what I'm saying? Because I had been trying to build with that person and pretty much doing the fuck he wanted, what he liked, trying to please him. Because I am a people pleaser by heart, you know what I'm saying? But I needed a year. I needed a year or two to fucking depress and get that shit out of my system. You know, just find me again. So that's what I did. And I was just, I had a good time, guys. Okay.
So now B.Hall is ready to actually settle down and be in a relationship. Are you saying that?
I kind of have a crush on somebody right now. So yeah.
Okay. Crush on, honey. Crush on, baby.
You know what really got me? Like, he been saying a lot of cool shit, good stuff. And I just be like, But the other day he was like, no, I'm trying to invest in you. Like, really have something with you. And I had never had a man tell me he want to invest in me. And I was like, what book you been reading? What
I want to make you better, honey. I want to make you better.
Exactly. You better. Before he had even approached me, he had found me on a social media outlet, and then he went and looked up my businesses and looked at a few of my posts and all this type of shit. So he kind of done his research.
You know what? I've always said that. You know, I think we had this discussion before because I was like, I don't understand how you could tell a man that you have a podcast and he doesn't listen to it. Because you will learn so much about us as individuals through the podcast. If you don't go listen to a couple episodes, even if you fast forward it just to hear a couple points, I don't feel like you're interested in me like that.
Of course.
Because you can go on social media on Instagram and see my pictures, but to see my personality and see how I think and what I do, you know, like what I say and how I present myself sometimes, you would get more of that through this verbal communication here. So if you don't even take the time to actually, if I'm talking to you and you don't even take the time to actually listen to a couple episodes, you definitely, I can't date you.
Peace.
Yeah, so.
Also, it's for your benefit because we are so open. It's for your benefit. You'll learn a lot of stuff about B.Hall and Conni Luv. You listen to these podcasts.
Yeah.
And you can find out if you, like, we are so open with it. You can find out, I would vibe with her. Or you can be like, she
too much. She too much. No.
You know?
Yeah. You definitely will.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Conni Luv told me that, like, do your research. Do your little investigating, honey.
Ain't nothing wrong.
My boo Shakayla, I'll be like, check this one out for me because he talking a good game. And then she'll like, nah, this, and that. I'm like, bet. She be on her shit. So shout out to you, boo boo. But what we gonna talk about today? What's our topic for today?
We said friendships or something like that. So let me tell you, our daughters are friends, and they had a little tiff or a little friendship, whatever. And you know, they handled it like grown ass women. And I was just so proud of them. Like, they didn't include us in it. They didn't, you know, they just handled it. I knew something was different, but they handled it. And I'm just so proud of the way that they handled it. And to just hear about everything in hindsight, it just made me be like, damn, it's a lot of grown women who don't even handle situations like that. So it made me be like, it made me evaluate myself as a friend. Can I put
learning from my children
to the side? Yeah. Can I put my pride to the side when I'm wrong? What kind of friend am I? You know, or, you know, I have been, I've battled with anxiety and depression, and I can become very toxic or needy. You know what I mean? But I'm also the strong friend, and people don't realize that. So when I am being toxic, they're looking at me like I'm being a bad friend. But at that moment, I'm really just battling. You know what I'm saying? So it made me.
But in that moment, you're needing them to be more of a friend to you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But I'm pushing people away though. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it made me evaluate like, okay, what kind of energy am I putting out? What kind of friend am I? You know what I mean? It just made me think about like, what kind of friend are you? Like, are you what friend are you? So it's like, let's do an episode on friendships. And because I know as women, like, we have a lot of girlfriends, you know, like I have girlfriends and I have friends, you know, but I kind of, and then you have your male friends, you know.
What's you said you have friends and you have friends?
Yeah, I have girlfriends.
Like associates, that's what you would consider your girlfriends?
Those are my girlfriends. Yeah, like my girl.
Okay, and then your friends are like your close group. Like,
yes, I don't have like, I don't say associates because
this doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, but. So I say girlfriends. These are my girlfriends because I still, because I'm very personal. So if you're around me, you're gonna learn a lot of my personal business because I'm not secretive. I'm like, you're very private. You keep a lot of shit to yourself. Like it has to slip out.
Because my mama's so nosy. Like growing up, like my mama's so fucking nosy. I be like, you know what?
Yeah, you're extremely private. And
so she has made me more like cautious of what I will say because she's so fucking over the top.
And I am so leery of people like that. Like I be like, bitch, I done told you my whole life story and I don't even know nothing about you. Like, cause I tell everything. You know what I'm saying? So now I be looking like, I can't tell you, because I feel like people like that will take, and they have so much. Then let's say the friendship ends or whatever. Now you know every goddamn thing about me, but I don't know nothing about you. So you can use all of that against me.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
true. It's very true.
Do you think? No. Do you think you would be friends with someone and then be telling all that type stuff too, and think that would be that vindictive to
people? You never know what people do.
No, I don't know, because I'm not just telling any and everybody all my shit, but I have two like motherfucking this, and I can tell anything to, and they not going. If we fall out and don't talk, they're not finna go on the fucking internet.
It's not even thinking that they would say anything. It's just that it's like when you're dealing with private friends, it is so like you're a private person. It is so like damn, why wouldn't you tell me that? You know, like because I tell you everything. You know, and what I'm saying?
To me, I'm not private in that sense. To me, I'm more like I don't want to put my shit on other people. It's not even just being private for me. It's just that a lot of people, you don't know what they're going through.
But it doesn't always have to be good. It doesn't always have to be bad stuff, though. It doesn't always have to be bad stuff. It can be good stuff.
But I mean, if they're gonna spread on the internet and talk bad about you, then it's probably some bad shit. But
I'm saying, I was just saying that in reference. Like I was just saying that in general. I'm not saying that person would actually do that. I'm just saying like when it's all over, because God forbid, I don't have friendships that I don't have new friends like that. All my friends that I have I've been friends with for over.
Am I your newest friend?
You are.
Okay.
You are. Everybody else in my life I've been friends with for
since high school or before high school.
Yeah, like all my friends in Texas are since middle school. My friends in Atlanta are since I've been in Atlanta. Like my circle is very.
How long have you been in 10 years? How long?
I think I got here in 2009, 8.
Oh wow. Okay. I've
been here a while. I'll stop counting. You know, because I was in the military when I first got here, so I was moving back and forth a lot. Actually, no, I was a flight attendant when I first got here, so I was living in New York, and then I came here. So it's kind of, but so I don't. Well, came to Atlanta, so I can't even tell you how long I've been there. That's crazy. But yeah, so it's. When you get new friends, I don't have a lot of new friends, you know what I mean? So, but I have private friends. You're like my third private friend who won't tell anything. My homegirl, Ashley, she's the fucking most secretive person I know. And my homegirl, Mika, she's
Mika?
Girl, she's so damn private. It's crazy.
But you know what she is, but when we was I had that big old girls dinner when I was out there, me and Shakayla came out there. She was talking about some real stuff, and I was like, "Oh, okay.
She's gonna spit some knowledge, but it's very, very."
But no, she was talking about her private stuff, and I had never heard Mika talk about no private relationships and stuff.
Yeah, she don't really.
Not that I know her that well, but
yeah, she doesn't. I'm like an open book, y'all. Whatever y'all want to know, I tell. You know, the only thing that I try to hold.
Has it ever came back to bite you? Have you told the wrong person the wrong shit?
In high school. Yeah.
High school, okay.
Like actually in my early 20s, one of my closest friends, like we had been friends for years and then we fell out and she posted all my business all over the internet.
Oh God.
On Facebook. It was like when Facebook first came out, she just told everything about me. She posted pictures of me. Like it was just, yeah, it did. It happened.
No.
But it didn't change.
Yeah, so I mean, that will definitely scar you and teach you.
But like, it didn't. Hey. I still, because you know what? I don't let one person or one incident change me. I didn't then. Like I didn't let that incident change the type of person that I am. What I've learned is just to be more careful. Like there are things like that I hold sacred to me, like my relationships. I don't talk about my personal relationships very much. Like I don't like that. That's something I want to hold dear to my heart, and I don't feel like everybody should be privy to everything in that. And that was that was a lesson learned because I used to talk about everything, you know, but then you can't tell everything on thing, you know. So, but you know who? Let me ask you this, okay? Because you have a male best friend, I have a male best friend, you know. Is it different having a male best friend versus with your female best friend, or do you handle them the same, or do you look at them
no, it's different. It's definitely different. Because I feel like I could get, no offense to my girlfriends, but I feel like I can get more better relationship advice from my male friend than my girlfriends. Yeah, because I mean, he's a guy.
Yeah, of course.
And he's very intelligent and he's not gonna sugarcoat it. My homegirls, they just go along with whatever. Like, oh, that's what you like right now? Okay, babe, cool. But my male best friend would be like, so what you like about it? So does he ever do this for you? Does this happen? What happens when you talk about this, or do y'all
makes
talk
you
about
see
this?
things? But see, you know what?
Like
I think I'm that friend.
like, damn.
Yeah, I think I'm that friend. Like, I think I'm that girlfriend that says that type of shit, but then I get looked at like a hater. So I be trying not to say that type of shit. Like, a man can say those things, like, well, why he didn't do this or why he didn't do that, and you can receive.
You know what?
It.
That's kind of true.
You can receive it, but when a woman is like, no, he should be doing this or he should be doing that, you be like, you can't look at her because now you know she didn't accept some bullshit. So you looking at her like, girl, whatever, hater.
I hadn't thought about it like that. Mm-hmm. That's true, because my girlfriends can't really tell me shit because they don't have successful relationships. I'm like, girl,
how you gonna tell me?
Girl. Mm-hmm. But
so
you
really
still, from the outside looking in, you can still be like, oh, they don't smell right. You know, you can. Yeah. But it might be, you will look at their relationships and their past or their
you gotta take their advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because I know I'd be like, why are you talking to him? He don't even deserve your conversation.
Period.
And then you looking at me like,
well, ma'am.
Yeah.
And then come to comparing, but
mirror.
Even when so I've been having my guy best friend since I was 10 years old. We played on a co-ed basketball team, so we had our not co-ed, but we had our boy team under the same umbrella. We had our girls team under the same umbrella, and initially we liked each other. Like, okay, I'm pairing up with him, and my cousin or my other teammate pairing up with him, and it was kind of like that. But we had our first kiss. We had like a mixer kind of. We was probably 11 at this point, 11 or 12, when we had our first kiss, and it was the most awkward ass kiss ever. And I was like, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. So from that point on, we just became really, really cool. And we would talk all the time. But whenever I would get a man, he would back off. Whenever he would get a woman, I would back off. You know, shit like that. Until he got married to a phenomenal woman, Brittany. And she is like the sister that, you know, you want. Like, she's someone you can look up to. She's someone that inspires you. She's someone that you can just talk to on some homegirl shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, she family. Like, from day one, when they started dating, I was like, and he would talk about other girls, I'd be like, but where Brittany at? You talked to Brittany today? You know, I always swing it back to Brittany. And he was like, man, I was like, I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. She the one. So they ended up getting married, have 2 daughters, they have a business. They also have a podcast called Ingram Muscle on YouTube. Please check them out. They're super dope. They talk about finances, fitness, and faith. Yeah. And they recently became debt free. They paid off over $200,000 in debt, and now they're debt free. So y'all check them out. But Tony has always been that personality. He's always been that type of person. It's just like very headstrong, very know what I'm doing.
The most positive person.
Because you went to school with him. You went to high school with him.
I went to high school with him, and we were really, really good friends in high school. Our circles ran together. He used to always be at my house. My mom braided his hair. It's just always been a good person. Yeah, he's always just been a good guy. Just always been a good guy.
Always been a good guy. You know, came from the hood and now we here, you know.
Yeah. Like,
for sure. But you always could see that in him. Like, he wasn't like the regular hood dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's about his business. But yeah, like, I think it hits different when it's coming from a guy.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it's
with your male friend, does he give you good advice as far as relationships?
Oh, he gives me the best advice.
Yeah.
As far as life, you know what I mean?
General, yeah.
I always tell him he's like the boy version of me anyway. So it's like when he's saying something to me, it hits different. And what's crazy is that my guy best friend is best friends with my ex boo thing, you know, my boo thing or whatever. And that was like a circle that, you know, but we all have always been able to respect each other and the boundaries of the friendship. So
that's what I would be wondering about, the boundaries of
so it. When I started dating him, well, when we started seriously dating, I had to stop. I had to watch myself because I couldn't call him and tell him certain things that was going on in this relationship because I had to respect the fact that he might not want his best friend to know what's going on. Things that's going on in his relationship. So it made it kind of like weird, but you know, we got, at the end of the day, we all respect the boundaries. And I think that's the biggest thing when you have male friends or mutual friends like that, you know, like where the circle is so close. Because I mean, essentially the boo thing and we changed the dynamics of the relation of the friendship, because we were all three very fucking close. We ran together, we all hung out together. So when we decided to be a couple, I remember one day I told him, I said, my boo thing, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I said, he loved me, he'll marry me. He was like, hell no, that nigga don't love you, hell no. And then he called me back one day, like maybe a couple months later. He was like, man, fool, like, my bad, that nigga do love you. And I was like, I told you. He was like, I told you, know, that it was just, you're like our little sister, you know what I mean? But him and I, let me put that out there, we were all friends, but we always had this little thing.
Did you always have a little thing for him, like a little crush or whatever? What? Were you always attracted to him in a different way?
No, I'll say that I knew he had a crush on me.
Okay,
I could see, like, okay, so that's the thing. I will say this as a woman, because we're talking about having platonic male friends. Like, as a woman, you know when a man is interested in you for more than just being a friend. Although he never disrespected me or he never overstepped the boundaries or whatever, it was always cool. He was actually married when we first became friends anyway. So although he never did those things, I could tell that he was interested in me in another kind of way.
Yeah,
I could tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? I always knew. As a woman, you know.
Yeah.
And you just know, you know what I'm saying? But Matt, my homeboy, that man ain't never looked at me as nothing more than, that's my little sister.
My little sister, yeah.
But my boo, he never said that. He never called me his little sister. He never called me his best friend. He called me his friend, my homegirl. Yeah. Like that's why I always knew, like, you know, like, and so when I get a guy friend that tries to overstep those boundaries, I shut it down immediately. Like, no, we're just friends. And then if they do something again, I cut off the friendship. Now we can't be the type of friends that I want to be.
Yeah.
Because now you're no longer my friend. You're a guy that's interested in me and I know it. You know what I'm saying? So there is.
I had that happen once with a coworker that I knew he was married, and it always came off on some work shit, some cool shit. Like, we don't need Black people in the group. So we kind of, you know, that Blackness connected. And so it was like, we would talk about his relationship. We talk about my relationship. We talk about work. We would just like be cooling. And he invited me to lunch one day. And I'm not thinking, I know this is my homeboy. Let's go grab a fucking Subway sandwich. Yeah. And then about 2 weeks after that, he like confessed his love for me, and it just fucked me up.
But you know,
I was like, this whole time.
I think sometimes friendships can have blurred lines. Even with my ex-husband, like, we were friends and that was my boy.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I really liked him as a friend.
But he was plotting on your ass.
He was plotting on my ass the whole goddamn time.
They be plotting, girl. They'll wait years. They will wait years.
And he waited a very long time. Like, we were friends. Like, that was my homeboy. And it was like, okay, you know, and then when he professed his, hey, why don't you try to date me? You know, like, I hear you talking to me about all these men who don't treat you right. Like, come on, like, give me a chance.
Because they done got all the game. They done got all the good, all the bad. Oh, this nigga do that. He did this, he did who. Oh, okay, bet. I can do that.
Yeah, like, you know, I know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you, like, everything was perfect because he knew we had been friends so long. So in the beginning, everything was perfect. He knew exactly how to make me fall. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's just, so I think that sometimes a friendship with a male friend can have blurred lines. So sometimes he's the first friend that I've ever dated. I've never dated a man that I called my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just friends and then we started dating like that, except for the boo thing. But like I said, I always knew he had an interest in me. But my ex-husband, I didn't look at him like that at all. And I didn't think he looked at me like that at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I met him through one of his friends. I was dating one of his friends and he had a crush on one of my friends. So it was like, boy.
Do you think, and this is not, don't have nothing to do with neither one of us, but do you think that if they are a guy and a girl are friends, they've been friends for, let's say, a couple years, do you think that it's okay to try to take it to the next level, be it the female or the male? Like, do you think it's okay, or should you just like not, would it fuck up the friendship and just not?
It will fuck up the friendship. Once you decide to, I swear to God, I'm okay. Let me let you in some personal shit right now. Me and the boo thing, we just had this conversation. We are trying to transition into like not dating. You know, we're trying to like give each other some space because, you know, we just like, it's not working at the very moment. Mm-hmm. But because that's my best friend in life right now. And I think he feels the same way. It is very hard to let it go. And we were just having this conversation and I just said, the worst part of this is that I no longer get to have my friend. Like I can get over the dating. Yeah. I can say, you know, oh, okay, the relationship didn't work. But because of how deep the relationship was, we could never go back to being friends like that again.
Just friends.
We can't. And you know what it reminds me of, like The Best Man, you know,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And,
like it's gonna be hard to see him walk down the aisle with another woman. I could do it because out of support, but do I want to?
I'm thinking about Brown Sugar, not Brown Sugar. You said best man
with with Tay Diggs and Nia Long or whatever. What's her name?
Yeah, the whole group. Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And you remember, like, they were like best friends, but they used to date.
College friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you can't. It's so hard to go back to that. I think we will be able to in some time.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I think
that's
so.
Mature. Yeah, if y'all can, that's very mature.
There's some time.
Because I don't like, would he want to hear about your relationship? Because your friend you talk to about your relationship, would he be able to handle that? Would you be able to handle that shit? Not just him.
In some time, bitch.
Girl, don't ever. Hey, I need my male friends that we didn't have the whole thing. Don't ever.
Because it ain't like it was like we slept together, it didn't work. And
don't give a damn. You can be my nigga. I was in love with you. No, I don't want to hear about you being in love with somebody else. I want you to be happy.
See, now that's what I'm saying. I'm wanting to say yes because I just, that's my friend. But at the same time, I'm like, you want me to cut,
be the bigger person
right now? I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna cut you and her. Get the fuck out of my face now.
Honest, like
I'm gonna cut you and her. Guys.
We can talk about what you cook for dinner or like what happened at work, possibly. I don't want to hear about what you bought her, what you got her, what vacation y'all went on. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. 10 years.
I think with time, like you get over it.
Even if I'm in a whole other relationship, baby, please just save it for your guy friend. Save that for your guy friend. Thank you. I don't want to hear it.
You know what? I could see me, honestly and truly, I could see me asking him for advice. Like in some years, I could see myself being like,
you don't think that's selfish of you?
I would, because I would offer the same. I would be there for him in that way. I would. Like even me and my girl Brian could. I hate saying his name. My ex-husband could call me. So he could call me today, and I had talked, which he has, call me and tell me about his new relationships, and I'd be like, "Don't do this, because you're gonna make her mad, and don't do that because you're gonna piss her off." Like,
you know what? But that situation to me is a little bit different because if you and your boo thing now separate, it's gonna be amicable. It's not gonna be like, I fucking hate you. You know what I'm saying? With you and your ex-husband, it was more like, I can't stand your ass. Get the fuck away from me. It's two different dynamics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what.
It is.
If it was somebody that we like parted ways on some very mature shit, like this ain't working, okay. No. But if it's something like I can't stand your bitch ass, yeah, I want to hear about her. Let me help her. I want y'all to be together, so you don't ever think about being with me. Let me help. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
One day he called and was like, man, I'm just sitting here and I was just thinking, I miss y'all. I said, boy, bye. See? Don't call my phone that shit. Don't you call my phone that bullshit.
You ain't got to tell me, babe. I know you do. Okay? I know. You ain't got to tell me that.
Speaking of, he said we need to bring him on the show.
Girl, I called him like 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, you want to be on the show or whatever? He was like, yeah, I'm going to come. I want you and Conni Luv to be there because I got some shit to say to both of y'all. I'm like, first off, you don't run shit. Okay?
So let me tell y'all. So y'all tell us, do y'all want my ex-husband, who is her brother, on this show? Woo. Honey,
if y'all know Bob Supreme, then honey, he just want like me. That's why me and my brother don't.
You done gave his whole alias. You done gave him his nickname. Oh, Lord, you know I gotta stop.
Don't follow him. Don't show him some love.
Yeah, go follow at Bob Supreme.
But the reason why me and my brother don't get along is he think he's my fucking father. I don't need that. Thank you. He wants to try to control everything, sir. I'm good over here. Thanks. You know, like, I don't have to do what you say. So that's why me and him don't get along. Because I'm not one to just go along whatever the fuck you got, whatever you saying. Because you saying it. Bitch, please. Not calling him a bitch, but I'm just like, in general, like, please.
So just imagine, do y'all think I go along with any damn thing? You know,
we have actually said that we want to have both of our ex-husbands on the show. And I think it'd be a good podcast. What y'all think? If y'all still listening right now, like, what y'all think? Her ex-husband.
I think it's a recipe for disaster.
Y'all can get all up in our business.
All up in there. My heart beating fast thinking about it. Huh? My heart is beating fast thinking about it. Like,
but you know, Brian is real about his image. He's not gonna like completely like trip. You know what I mean?
I think I'm his trigger.
Oh, interesting.
So
I am too. We both oh my God, that's so crazy. Anyway, y'all. So funny. But yeah, let's talk about friendships. I do think a male and a female can be platonic friends if they're both mature about it. And yeah, I
know they can because I've existed in that type of friendship for almost 15 years, and I'm a grown ass woman. So I know that it's very possible. In high school, I was everybody's fucking friend. I had so many big brothers and little brothers, and I wasn't sleeping with them. It wasn't that type of situation. Like, so I know for a fact you can. I'm like a homeboy in a girl's body. You know what I mean?
There you go. I mean, like, I'm your homeboy with a vagina. That's what I always be like I'm one of the boys.
Yeah. But what I had to learn though, even with the boo thing, I went into that relationship like that, like the homeboy in the girl's body. But I had to realize that I can't be that to my man. He don't need another homeboy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we were friends. So it was so easy to be like, what's up? Like talking about the stuff we used to talk about. Nah, them conversations hit different. Like, he put that out there from the very beginning. He was like, this is how I think, da 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 da. And I was like, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely understand. And it changed the dynamic. That's why I said it's so hard to go back to being friends with a man you've dated or were in love with or in a very serious relationship with, because the dynamics change. Like, once y'all have shared so many levels of intimacy, you can't be friends like that. It's hard to be friends like that. You can have friendship moments where that person can support you and be there for you. But you know what? The type of woman I am, I would not even want that from him, because when he gets into his next relationship, I'm definitely gonna back off as a friend, because as a woman, I would be extremely intimidated by that. If I was a woman, I wouldn't accept that. You can't be best friends with your ex. I'm not okay with that.
Brittany accepted me, and Tony has another really good friend.
But you and Tony, y'all were exes at what age? Y'all were kids.
We were kids.
I'm talking about adults. You cannot have shared a home.
But I mean, if
you've
been friends with a girl since y'all were 10, like that's a bond.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's different versus I'm saying as a woman, I don't want a man okay, like for me and him, my situation is you are like, we was talking about getting married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but how long have y'all been friends?
Like 10 years?
Including the relationship.
Like 10 years, 10, 12 years.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if a woman came in, do you think she would be intimidated about how long y'all been friends?
I think she would have. I don't think it's about the friendship. I think it's about the levels of the relationship.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, me as a woman, I'm gonna be intimidated by your friendship with somebody who knew you on that level.
That deep level.
That deep of a level. I'll even be honest, like I used to kind of be intimidated by his ex-wife a little bit. Not because of her looks, not because of anything, their friendship. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need her as your friend. You got me.
I'm your friend.
I don't need to be that cool. She don't need no more love advice from you. If she would have followed it, if she would have followed your advice, y'all would still be together. Get the hell on. Too late. So sorry, so sad. I'm just being honest. You know, sometimes as women, we like to act like we got it all together and we not intimidated and we don't care and we so bossed up and we so confident. No. Baby. I got some jealousy in me. I got some envy in me. I got some you know, so it's just,
I think that's why me and my best friend, my guy best friend, whenever, like I said, whenever he get in a relationship, I would back off because it can be intimidating. Yeah. And whenever I would get in a relationship, he would just slowly but surely back off. And I remember one time I hurt my best friend's feelings because I had gotten this relationship and the guy that I was with was insecure. He didn't want me talking to him at all. He was like, you cut him off or that's
how my ex-husband was.
Yeah. And I did. I cut off my best friend for probably like 2 years. And then I just showed up at his door. I knew his mama stayed. And I just showed up at his door. He was at college and shit. I said, I'm just gonna go over here. I don't care. I'm just gonna go over here. And he happened to be home from college. That day I went and knocked on that door and he was like, come on in, B.
That's right.
He was like,
yeah. That's how my ex-husband was. He was like, you can't be friends with nobody that ain't up that's a man, you know, that I'm not friends
with. That's an insecurity though.
Yeah. But Matt and I, we are more like, we just have it don't even have to be a conversation. Like when he's single, I'm single. Like he's the guy that if I'm leaving the club at 2:00 in the morning and I need somebody to talk to, I'm calling him like, nigga, come on, I keep me up. But when he's in a relationship, I'm not calling him. Because out of respect, like I'm not
out of respect. Period.
You know, even though I know he probably would pick up, but I'm not even gonna put him in that situation. That is when you know it's really a friendship. Yep. That's when you know like that's a real friend because you're not gonna have to ask her to stop. You're not gonna have to ask him to respect your relationship.
Exactly.
He's gonna automatically do it because he wants the best for you. You get what I'm saying? So, but girl, friends.
It can work.
How many of us have
but if y'all
friends?
Keep y'all feeling separate. Like if you got a guy best friend, a girl best friend, just don't cross it. Just because you need that person as just your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because when it goes, if y'all were to go there and it goes sour, you can't come back from it. And you lost a friend and a man or a friend and a woman, you know, so just try not to. The brown sugar movie, it doesn't always happen that way. Okay?
Not the movies, people. Anyway, we just spent a lot of time on that. It's a great conversation.
Well, this podcast is really morphed into relationships. And right now we're talking about a friendship, which is a type of relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's important, especially right now. Like we need our friends.
Yeah. I mean, like, we pride ourselves on being y'all's favorite homegirls, you know? So I felt like this was definitely a good topic because it kind of gets into our personalities and what kind of friends we really are, you know what I mean? So, say your favorite homegirls. Yeah.
Period.
So what are you doing?
I don't think I've been the best friend. Now I'm thinking like, damn, you need to be a better friend, Bridget.
Yeah.
Because I've been real selfish. A whole year of selfishness. I'm not gonna front. Okay.
We all deserve that time. What have y'all been doing in Texas? Y'all not wearing masks? Are you gonna wear a mask?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He just want to do this because spring break coming up. They want South Padre Island to be popping like it was 2 years ago.
Financially.
Yeah, they want to start, bringing some money. And I'm pretty sure the business makers and owners are on his ass, on his neck, on his back. Like, hey, we gotta make some money. You know what I'm saying? It's too much going out. We need to bring some back in.
I also think it's
honestly,
like
everybody been saying we voted him out. We voted him out because
I also think it's like a F Democrats type thing too. You know what I mean? It's like right now the Democratic Party is winning and getting pretty much everything they want in their favor because of where, the House is right now. And I think because you still have power over the state, I'm gonna show you that I can still do what I want to do.
I still got some power.
I still can do what I want to do right now. You know what I mean?
We finna roll him right at that goddamn door. I'm glad you did that.
It's time. Yeah.
And I was fucking with Abbott. Like, I was like, yeah, I like some of the little shit he have been doing the last few years.
Yeah.
He been kind of all right. But now, baby. No, me and my baby are still wearing our masks. We still not finna go out like that. I don't go to clubs and shit as it is. So ain't nothing changing for me. Like, okay.
Are y'all gonna get vaccinated?
Me and mine, we're not.
Yeah, not right now. I don't think I'm choosing to either. Not right now. So they don't know enough about it for me. How you gonna give me a shot for something you don't even know all the symptoms for? You can keep that. Yeah, too much.
We good. We take our vitamins and shit, get our vitamin D, our zinc.
Yeah. Girl.
But who you got for pretty girl, pretty boy? Let's wrap it up.
Wrapping it up, pretty boy, pretty girl. I think that Tony and his beautiful wife should get it. I think they
pretty boy and pretty girl are Tony Ingram and Brittany Ingram. He's an officer in the Navy. Mm-hmm. And they have 2 beautiful daughters, and she's a makeup artist to the celebrities. Actually, she works on movie sets and on TV shows, and she worked with Tyra Banks. Like she was found in the mall at Mac by Tyra Banks.
Yeah, she's
and
so
brought
dope.
her on to be her personal makeup artist. Like,
but not even just their successes, their personalities.
Oh yeah,
they have
their energy.
They have great energy. They have very great personalities. They are motivated.
Dope black couple.
Yeah, and young, and trying to do their thing and trying to be an example. And I love that about them. You know what I mean? And it takes a lot to be able to do that with. I lost you, Bridget. It takes a lot to be able to do that, and to be so disciplined, like with them paying off over $200,000 worth of debt in 18, 19 months or something like that. 28 months.
When I tell you, Tony is so disciplined.
Yeah.
And she's so submissive to that. He's a leader in that home. And he's like, even when they were first dating, it was like, hey, we're gonna talk about finances. Because in black families, we don't talk about our money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do? What's your dreams? He's so supportive, and she fine as fuck. And he's so supportive of her and her everything. So they're a dope black couple. I love them to death. And I'm gonna say to life. I love them to life. And they're our pretty girl, pretty boy of the week. So make sure y'all follow Ingram Muscle. That is their Instagram. That is their YouTube Facebook. Channel. That is their YouTube. Huh?
Yeah, I say YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Ingram Muscle.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. I'll make sure I'll tag them in the YouTube.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
They keep turning the music up on me.
Get back to the party.
They ready for me to turn up.
Your girl B.Hall.
And I'm your girl Conni Luv. Then this is another week of The Pretty Ugly Struggle. See y'all. Bye.